Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is May the 21st, 2021. We're going to talk about this article right here that was just posted on yesterday. It is trying to tell us that Ray Dalio has pulled the trigger on 3 stocks that are a strong buy. Now, if you haven't been an avid follower of our particular channel, you know that we verify all of these articles by simply looking at the price chart. Because if that's the case, if these 3 stocks are a buy, you should be able to see that on the price chart. So we're going to do that today. And as well, we're going to show you another confusing chart just to show you all that these technical indicators does not benefit us in one sense of the word, but rather the less indicators that you have on your chart, the better you're off into predicting where price is going to go. So we're going to talk about that as well. So before I break all of that down, if you all appreciate these videos, if you all appreciate our channel, hit the like button, share, subscribe, because we're not here to give you any clickbait. We're not here to give you any FUD, any FOMO. We're trying to show you all the simplicity of seeing where price is going to go by simply looking at the price bars and volume. So join us, become part of our team, become part of our community, and simply learn as much as possible in this space. So now the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to show you all this confusing chart real quick that is on TradingView. Now this is from Wyckoff mode, right? You guys can see that this individual has 30,609 individuals or people following him. Okay, it's pretty good, right? But take a look at the price chart that he's using. Look at all those indicators. It looks fancy, it looks cool, but how can we garner or derive any price prediction by all these wiggly spaghetti lines, by all of these rainbow colors, by all of these in particular individualized price charts? There's no possible way by looking at this particular screen and all of these price charts that you can garner where price is going to go. You have too many things to look at. You have too many indicators to try to make that determination as to, okay, this indicator is telling me that the market is not ready to go higher. This time frame is telling me that the market is ready to go lower. This indicator hasn't triggered yet. So at what point would you actually come through and actually say, I'm looking for the market to go higher or lower in price, right? These type of indicators are simply used to convince us that the more indicators you have, the more expert you look, or the more indicators you have, the more you must know about trading in the markets. That couldn't be further from the truth. The less you have on your chart, the more expert you are. And we're going to show you all that on this video right here. So this video came out, this article came out May 20th, 2021. So we felt like we need to come in since Ray Dalio is a revered individual within the stock market. He has a huge following. He has made monumental amounts of dollars within the stock market. So when he makes a move into the market, everyone takes notice, right? Rightfully so, because he's been in the game. He's been with Bridgewater for such a long time, since 1975. You guys can see right here is when he founded Bridgewater in his apartment building, in his apartment. Now he is still in control of Bridgewater, and they generate around $46 billion in revenue. So whenever he makes a move into the market, you want to take notice and see where he's playing the game. So we're going to do that for you all today. There's 3 stocks that this article goes into that he went and purchased, or at least he's pulling the trigger on in anticipation for the market to go higher, right? So this is the first one, Active, right? APTV. We're going to look at what these analysts are talking about for this stock first. And right now there are 13 analysts who cover this particular stock. 11 of them are saying that the market for Active is a buy, 1 with a hold and 1 with a sell. Now the average price target for this particular stock is $170.33, which will give you around 21.5% profitability, right? You guys can tell that even these analysts don't hold these stocks for 5-10 years. They hold it to the price target and they'll take the profit out the market, or if they still see the market going higher, they'll add to the position, or they reiterate their positions as to, or their ratings as to seeing the market go higher. Okay. So now, strong buy, 170,000 is where the market is looking for Active to go. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick. APTV, $170.33. Let's go ahead and run that prediction real quick from where we are at right now. So they're looking for the market to go to 100. I'll just do 170. So it's about 21%. Okay. So here we are. The market and active haven't made that particular price since it's been trading on the exchange. Okay. So now you guys can tell from a weekly perspective that active is holding support, which is fantastic. We needed to see that on the price chart to garner whether or not this particular stock is in fact a buy. And I'm going to show you all, around the area to where support needs to be maintained. Okay. This is the first area of support right here, around $133. Let's see this on a 90-minute time frame. Now the other area of support is all the way down here towards 120. Okay. Now I'm not necessarily seeing the market go that low. I'm gonna bring it down to like 125. So we are seeing the market hold support. Like this area shows us that the market is not overly weak, but rather it is trading sideways to give everyone enough opportunity to jump on board right before this particular stock goes higher in price. Okay. So yeah, I do like what's going on into the market in active right now. Looking at this from a weekly perspective and seeing how the market traded at all-time highs, it's not necessarily giving us a lot of weakness. It's also very good to see. Okay. So now $170 though, I don't know, maybe in the next 12 months that's possible to see the market in active come all the way up to 170. But for us, we're going to be a little bit more conservative in regards to where we're looking for the market to go, because we already have prior history as to what has already occurred. Okay. So we can use that to our benefit. So let's switch this over to the 3-day time frame, and maybe around $150 we would look for the market in active to go. The first area of restrictions right there around 148 though. Okay. But yeah, we like it. We do think that Ray and those analysts who cover this particular stock are on course and calling the market correctly and active. So we're going to follow the same type of idea. We're going to look for the market to go higher. Now, $170. Once we see the market break above 150, then that'll come onto the table. But as for this particular moment, we'll just take the 8% out the market for active. Okay. Let me see this on the weekly. Yeah, this market definitely has some legs to continue to go higher in price. So that's pretty good. We are in agreement with the analysts and with Ray in terms of seeing this particular stock as a buy. We are on board with that one. Okay. So let's go ahead and watch this one on a weekly time frame. Now let's take a look at the second one. Okay. The second one is VRUM. All right. VRM is the ticker symbol for the second stock that Ray has apparently bought that is a strong buy. Okay. So now looking at all these analysts, don't forget these analysts get paid to research these companies. So why will we have to go out and do the same type of research when they've already done it for us? All we need to do is see their convictions on the price chart. 10 of them see the market in VRUM as a buy. One just wants you to hold it. The average price target is around $53.64. Current price in VRUM is $43.80, which will give us another 22% profitability into the market. Now let's check this one out. Okay, this is VRUM right here. So we have limited price history in the market in VRUM. I mean, we've seen this market started trading back in 2020 of June. We have been in a slight downtrend, but it hasn't been severe, right? And it's actually pretty good to see the market in VRUM actually trade and hold these areas as support right there around $32 to $32.50. Okay, so this is the 2 weeks time frame. We actually see the market look pretty good in VRUM. Now these analysts average price target is around $53, $54. So let's run that out. $53 to $54. So let's do around $53.50, which takes us to this area of restriction. So we've already been here before in the room. So it won't be a surprise to see the market actually have enough momentum to grab those profits out. Okay. The 2 weeks price time frame is giving us a lot of strength. I do see strength on this particular price chart as well. I don't see a lot of weakness coming through in the room, especially trading at these prices. Okay. So now we would play the strength on this particular prediction as well. We do like what's going on in the market in the room. We are on the board with the other analysts who cover this particular stock because the market is giving us a strength. You know, the price chart is definitely showing us that there is strength to come through into the market. Now, with that being stated, the first area of TP for us would be, rather than around 53.50, will be around $48 to $49. Okay, so we would skim out the profits into the market right there. 12.25% profitability would be first, around that $49 area, but I will take it all the way up here to this $53 point. Okay, I would like to see that play out into the market in the room in that perspective. Now, we're going to watch this one on a weekly time frame as well. But so far, Ray and the other analysts who cover those two stocks are definitely seeing the market in the room give us some strength. Okay. So now let's take a look at this last one real quick. This last one is Tempur Sealy, TPX. Let's check them out, and then we'll go ahead and let you all go. This is how fast you're able to analyze and research stocks, all without taking 15, 30 hours, 100 hours looking at fundamental analysis and reports and earnings and accounting statements and this and that and trying to place 15 indicators on your chart. It doesn't require all of that. So first thing we're going to do for Tempur Sealy is show you all that this market is in a uptrend, right? Now, when you see a market in such of a long sustained uptrend, you kind of want to cause pause, right? You kind of want to wait and see how low the market is going to go before we find some support. Okay, so let's take a look at what the analysts are talking about in Tempur Sealy. Currently, strong buy. 6 analysts have a buy rating, 2 just telling us to hold the market. They have all reiterated their price recommendations about 21 days ago, 22 days ago. And again, 25% is the average price target or profitability that we can get into the market once this average price target gets tagged, $46, which is about $10 away from where the market currently is trading at in Tempur Sealy. All right. So now, like I told you, back to the chart. Looking at the chart, we have already been in an uptrend. We're topping out already into the market in Tempur Sealy, and on a weekly basis, we've already created a support area. Okay. So looking at the chart, anytime the market breaks below the support area around 35.50 needs to be paused. We need to see how low the market is going to go. And we cannot see the market go no lower than this overall trend, because if we break that trend to the downside, all those analysts, these 6 analysts that have a buy rating, even Ray would be wrong in their analysis as to seeing this particular stock as a buy, breaking that trend. Okay. Now let's see the market on the 2 weeks time frame. So this is the 2 weeks time frame into the market in Tempur Sealy, and I'm not that much confident into the market in Tempur Sealy, right? I'm still seeing that there could be some weakness to come through in this particular stock. The only positive thing that I can see is the fact that the market is able to hold this area as support around $35.50 to around $36. That's positive. 3 weeks time frame, I'm still here seeing weakness. So I'm not necessarily looking good in favor of this one stock going higher in price. I will have to wait and see us hold support, or at best see the next test. Allow the market to come and test this ascending line first before I'll actually make that determination if this market is going to go higher in price. Okay, so out of those 3 stocks, we're going to add this one in anticipation of the market going lower. Okay, so let's do that real quick. We're going to take it on a weekly time frame just like we did the other 2. So now the only thing that will go against this particular forecast that we are predicting is the market continuing to show strength on our ascending line. That will be the only way we'll get this one incorrect and wrong. Okay, but the market looks really to consolidate. which is a very positive thing. I'm looking at the time frames and I'm seeing that the market may actually want to come and test this area down here around 34. Now, once that occurs, then that may be the opportunity to come and see this market in temporarily go higher. But right now, as of today, at the price of $36.74, I will have to say wait. Okay, so let's run this back on the weekly time frame and at least come down to around $34 to this ascending line. Okay, and that's where we'll come back in and try to watch the market to see exactly what it is giving us. Are we still getting strength or are we getting weakness? All right, so that's it. These are the three stocks: Aptiv PLC, then you have Varun, and then you have temporarily. So now it's your turn. Learn how to call the markets for yourself. You need to do this for yourself so that you become more independent in your own thinking and your analysis, and you're able to read the market. You won't have to be dependent on these type of articles. You won't have to be dependent on whenever these massive hedge funds, these big institutions make a play, because best believe Ray is already in these positions, right? This article came out yesterday, and if you haven't already been in these positions, you're already behind. So for us, we need to get ahead of everyone. We even need to get ahead of Ray. We need to get ahead of all of these analysts who cover these particular stocks, right? So for two of them, we are in agreement with them, but one of them we're not. So now, what do you think? What are you seeing on the price chart in regards to these three stocks? Do you see the same thing that we're seeing? Are you seeing something totally different? This is the best thing about a free market. You're able to come up with your own interpretation on what you see. So drop the comment in the comment section and let us know. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, trade different.